To tell your story and to get your story made, these are two different things. How do you do both? There's a marvelous podcast by a distributor that also has been in production who's just perfect for you to listen to. Her name is Linda Nelson. She's the CEO of IndieWrites.com. To hear her speak for 2 hours, so if you can only listen to part of it, the second hour is more business, the first hour is her life. Go to podcast.apple.com/US/podcast/make it with a hyphen, and you will find a treasure. Make It, the Indie Film Podcast by Bonsai Creative. These are two guys that help people market their films. Episode number 334 is Linda Nelson. Now I want to explain why that's so important. Very few distributors have as good a reputation as Linda Nelson. You may not be familiar with this, but distributors often don't pay. Often it's difficult to get your money, or it's hard to understand. Here's someone that's transparent. This will save you having to track down Linda and talk to her directly until you're ready, and then you'll know a great deal about what she's thinking and what all distributors are thinking. When I say all, I mean distributors that pick up the kinds of films that are not ginormously expensive to make. She talks about the deals she makes when she does films. So you're going to be looking, when you sell your story and when you make your film, you're going to be looking for an 80-20 deal, not 60-40, not 70-30. You're going to want to cap. That means put a limit on how much the distributor you work with writes off in expenses. And you're going to want transparent accounting of the money. And who did they sell your project to or license your project to? Indie Rights is very proud about the way that they do this, and it's quite sophisticated. So while you're crafting your story, don't wait. Listen to this now. Again, that's episode 334. To give you a little more background, if you're lucky, your story that becomes a film would be sold to Roku, YouTube, Amazon Prime, DVD and Blu-ray, Pluto, and it'll be sold in different territories like the UK, New Zealand, the Netherlands, China, Japan, India, Ireland, France, South Korea, Germany, Australia, Mexico. Those are the big ones, but it'll be sold to many, many more. You can't possibly do that yourself. So the person that you align yourself with, the company you align yourself with to do that is essential. You don't start looking for that company when you're done. You start looking for that company when you have an inkling you're going to be a producer or a storyteller and that you're going to make something. Because you have to develop that relationship at the same time. The first step, at least become to get familiar with one. Here's one you can listen to for free. I'm Susan Cooper, producer gal. I'm always trying to take the mystery out of getting your project seen, made, getting you paid, and seeing your dream become a reality. I can only work with a few people at a time. I do work one-on-one. Apply for a call. My link is in the bio.